Turning to the Zarqawi situation now, the word today that Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, the terror leader in Iraq, was still alive and mumbling when Iraqi police first arrived on the scene. Zarqawi didn't go down without a fight, trying to escape from a stretcher when he became aware of U.S. troops at the scene. He died soon after. Now, some Democrats are saying Zarqawi's death really wasn't such a big deal, and it's being used to divert attention from an unpopular war. President Bush had this to say today.
Removing Zarqawi is a major blow to al-Qaeda. It's not going to end the war. It's certainly not going to end the violence, but it's going to help a lot.
Joining us now from Jacksonville, Florida, Nancy Soderberg, the author of the book, The Superpower Myth, and here in the studio, Dan Senor, the former spokesman for the Coalition Provisional Authority in Iraq, and a Fox News contributor. Nancy, why the second guessing now?
Well, I think a large part of the left in this country has lost total faith in the competence of this administration. So you're going to hear harping from that continually, this mismanaged war. But I think everyone has to give credit to the administration and the Iraqis as well. This is a major blow to terrorism. It won't end the war, they said, but I think that everyone, all Americans, should certainly be congratulating the administration and our military on the death of Zarqawi. It is a big deal and a major blow, no question about it.
Dan, you've been reading some of the left-wing postings, and, you know, why is it that people can't just celebrate something that's obviously a significant gain for us, for the troops, for the people of Iraq? What's at the heart of this?
You know, it's a good question, John. It's striking to me that the same critics who are saying that it's not a big deal that we got Zarqawi weren't saying that when Zarqawi was alive and at large. People were saying, look how weak this administration and our military look, that we have all this might based in Iraq, and we can't capture or kill one guy. Well, we captured or killed one guy. And now they're sort of like, well, he wasn't that significant to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at a couple things that are, you know, maybe semi-legitimate criticisms. We built him up. We made him big time. I think that's nuts. I mean, after the guy beheads somebody, blows up the mosque and everything else.
And he was putting himself on television. He was sending videos to Al Jazeera. Right. It's not like we were.
In fairness, the criticism there, the criticism there is that had we not invaded Iraq, he would not have had the platform to do much of this. That's where the criticism of the administration comes up.
But Nancy, wait a minute. I don't know how we can say that. This guy was not just involved in Iraq. I mean, this is a guy that attacked a wedding party in Jordan. He blew up hotels. This guy wasn't limiting himself to Iraq. He was
in no. He was in Jordan before he had the Wild West of Iraq, where he could get Americans and start beheading Americans. Had we not invaded him, the argument is he would have stayed more limited in Jordan. I think that the larger question here, though, is the American people, and it's not just the left here, are really questioning the reasons that we're in war, the high casualty, the high cost. And it's interesting. I think it's great that Bill O'Reilly got into Guantanamo.
Look, that may be right, but that's not the issue here. The issue here is you have a major terrorist. And he is a guy that we take down, we track him down, and we send a message to all these guys.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So why not?
Because the American people are losing faith in this president and in this war. Take Guantanamo. It's great that Bill O'Reilly's there, but where's the Red Cross? The Red Cross has been denied access there. We shouldn't have to go to Fox News, as informative as it is, but the Red Cross should have access there. We shouldn't have tortured Abu Ghraib. The whole history of things
but again,
and the mistakes that have made there has lost the confidence.
I hear you, but for one day, you say it's a significant victory because it's good for the people fighting over there.
And I would add one important data point.
Wait a minute, Nancy, hold on.
One important data point. In April of 2005, we got 400 tips from Iraqis, intelligence tips. In April of 2006, we got 4,000. There's been a tenfold increase in Iraqis turning over information to us, and that's the kind of stuff that helped contribute
maybe a little bit of a tipping point. We're going to explore that in a second. We'll have more with the ambassador and Mr. Senor in a moment. Then a new terror tape from al-Qaeda leader. What does it mean for war on terror? And